wrong, too strong was here in the building a couple minutes ago. We had a good conversation. He wants us to print his gear. We're gonna ramp up on that, so we're gonna help him out with a little bit of the printing side for his business. He has a YouTube channel. He's gonna be in here in about a week, possibly two, depending on how long it takes us to figure out all the details on what shirts he's gonna use and what logos he wants to start with. And we want to do like a little workout session here. He's a trainer, he's a YouTuber, he does merch, he does it all. He's an entrepreneur, super cool cat. Just met him for the first time. We were in here chopping it up. And speaking of chops, we got Danny Chops in the building. We were just talking about pimping out my machine. So if you guys don't know, he's the guy that made this happen. And also, just so you guys know, that piece is for sale. It's not mine.
Check out the Sick Ass Food podcast.
Just so you guys know as well, we have a lot of things that they don't know. So he has a podcast. We're going to link it below. It's called Sick Ass Food. He just hooked me up with some stickers. So we're going to slap them around the whole shop, just like I do with everybody else's. So what we're going to do is we're going to flake the arms. We're going to make like little cutouts. And then we're going to choose, I'm going to guess, maybe 10 arms for some of my most loyal customers. Matter of fact, we're going to put whoever I choose because I don't want people fighting over it. It's just going to be whoever I want.
Turn it into a carnival ride, dog.
Yeah, we're going to turn it into, this is going to be like, you guys are going to see horses riding around this carousel eventually. This thing's going to be colorful. So we took some of the covers apart. So he's going to take that one and that one just to start with. And then he's going to make it look something like that. And it is going to be that shiny because he's very good at what he does. And then after that, we're also going to work on the arms. So we're going to put someone's logo on here. And then we're going to just candy coat it, flake it, make it look super dope. So that's what's happening. A lot of things happened this morning. We do have some work, if you guys can see it back there. And after that, we're going to go home and work on the truck because it needs to pass emissions. So just a quick update on what's going on. Danny Chops said that this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, so this weekend we're going to be doing all of this. So you guys are going to see the whole thing in action. He's been thinking about putting a YouTube channel together to teach you guys how he gets it done. But he's not sure about it because he has his podcast and he has his own things going on. So it's just like a little bit too much of everything right now. So let's get to work and then just so you guys know, that's where we're at. That is the picture that Danny sent me yesterday after he left the shop. So he ended up using the CNC machine at his shop to cut out pretty much a strip that's 2 3/4 wide by 23 inches long so that he can put the logo. We're going to put the 12 logos on here. I already sent them to him last night. He took the covers. He's going to start working on those. And this weekend, he's going to finish that up for us so we can get this machine a little bit more color and make it look pretty badass. So I'm very excited about that. Well, that happened yesterday. I didn't finish shooting the vlog because we had to get busy and I couldn't record too much. So we're back today with some work. Not as busy as usual, but what I can tell you guys is that if you are running low on work for whatever reason, not just whatever reason, for the main reason that we have the virus still acting stupid, well, there's other things that you can do. You can get creative with what you have. So for example, yesterday we pulled out the sewing machine at our house and we started making the COVID-19 kind of safety. I don't even think they're safety. They're just so that if you have the virus or you're asymptomatic, so that you don't spread it to others. It's not really to prevent it. So yesterday we made these at home. And you know, they're homemade. We luckily had everything that we needed for it. And then in here we're putting like a little filter, and we have like an opening so that you can pull it out, wash this, and then put the filter back in. So those were like little samples that we did. And yesterday I had two of my friends reach out to me through DMs on Instagram because I posted them on Instagram, and they wanted samples for their company. So we brought them both, and then I just burned the screen, so I have to wash it out. And I'm just gonna do free samples. I'm not really gonna charge them for them. But what I'm trying to say here is that you don't have to just do this screen print. Although we are gonna screen print on it, that's like a totally different department. I don't do the sewing, but you can definitely find somebody that knows how to sew, and they'll help you out. So here's one of the logos. Actually, both of them are here. So we're doing that one. It's a sample. And then the one for Mariscos Playa Hermosa as a sample. So we're just gonna do like a white hit. No need for print flash print. It's just gonna be like 2 hits and out. Put it through the dryer, see how it goes, and then go drop those off to see if they want to place orders. The Stillwater, the guys, the guy that wanted it, he saw it yesterday because we were making it. He's my next door neighbor, and he was like, "Dude, those are dope. Make me a sample, and I'll ask the guys to see if they want some at work." I know for sure that we're gonna want 6 off the back, so we're already starting to make them just to get ahead of the game. And hopefully, Mariscos Playa Hermosa wants to place a couple orders for those. We're not doing them like crazy expensive, but in the range of $7 to $10 each because they are all handmade and they get customized with the company logo. So if your company needs some of these and we can make enough, then we will. I know that there are companies in town that are printing those by the thousands. Believe it or not, it's just crazy. I don't even know how they really have to stop everything that they're doing to just cut and sew and customize. Obviously they have to have one printer doing the work for the masks. But yeah, so that's something else that we started yesterday. Although we're still busy with the screen printing, that's just something, just in case we slow down, that's something else that we can offer. We've been doing, let me see what we have here. We have, yesterday I posted a picture of the embroidery hats that I did. So I got 3 people asking me for quotes. We have a couple of those standing flags that go outside on the sidewalks that we need to do. We need to do 20 hats to get screen printed for Phoenix Customs. We have a 12-piece right now with color changing that we're working on. We have a 12-piece of shorts with the hats that go along with that with embroidery. We have a vinyl that we need to cut, 2 phone numbers. We have to send out an approval for a banner. And then I think that's it for now. Yesterday we finished that 72-piece for this diamond synthetic grass installation company. And when they came to pick up, they said that they just placed an order for 72 more that are coming in. So hopefully I can keep that up as long as I can to see if I can get the shirts in and get them printed. So we have the back set up and ready to go. So that's going to be helpful. And we can knock that out pretty quickly. And little things like that, they're just coming in. I'm not a big fan of doing multicolor on smaller jobs. But this is just a 2-color print on one side of the totes. It's a smaller job. But right now, obviously, we don't want to turn those down. And then we have a couple of samples also to print for Cheater Slit Culture. So there's a lot of things that you can do if you have some downtime. It's really up to you if you want to get creative with what you have. Obviously, as a screen printer, you just don't want to dedicate your entire operation to doing one thing, because if that thing goes down for whatever reason, then basically your whole operation goes down. So therefore, you have to get creative and just do something else, but still kind of use the screen printing in a way. So there it is. We're going to leave you guys with that one. I hope that this inspires you guys to at least maybe go buy a small sewing machine. The one that I have is not that big, but obviously it gets the job done. You don't need a lot of material. There's way too many tutorials on how to make them. So you can kind of figure out your own way. All you have to do is, we didn't get too crazy with it. We just basically cut this rectangular shape with like a little tip on the top for the nose. We left a little space underneath for the filter to go in and out, and then we put the strings on the side, you know. So very simple. You can make your own. You can get creative. I mean, we were ordering bandanas at a certain point, but they sold out everywhere in the country. So we're working with what we can. And that right there, just so you guys know, is a cut up, brand new T-shirt that I had from a customer that never picked up. Had it for like over a year at my house, and I was just kind of going through my box that I have at home. And I was like, well, this is brand new. Nobody picked it up. And we decided to cut it up. So it turns out we're going to end up making more money out of that shirt than we were anyway. So that's good to know. And you know what? I think that's what I'm going to label this video. Or we'll figure it out.